fellow Trek Chatters, I'm Pit Trekkie, and welcome to another episode of Pittsburgh's Trek Chat. So, for today's episode, I'm actually going to be responding to a watcher who left a post on my last video regarding the 20th anniversary of Star Trek Enterprise ending. These are the voyages. It's not a bad post at all, but it got me thinking about maybe I need to explain a little bit about why I do this show, why I do these videos. So here's the quote from the person in the comments. It says, "Hi, your video came across my algorithm feed after watching some Star Trek clips, and I just want to say, even though you have only 150 subs, you have been making videos for 7 years and have not given up. I gotta hand it to you, man. You've got perseverance, brother. I hope one day your channel takes off, and I wish you all the best. I enjoyed listening to your take on Trek and how it relates to your childhood/life. Best of luck." Alright, so, very, very nice comment, very nice post. But you're right. He is right in the fact that I have been doing this show since I believe it was October of 2017. And right now I'm at about 146 subscribers. And a lot of times people would say, you know what, why do you do it for just that low of subs? And here's the reason why I do Pittsburgh's Trek Chat. Let me just say, first of all, that I don't do this for a career. I'm not looking to make money off of this. I'm not looking for fame. What I'm trying to do is reach out to fellow Star Trek fans. Alright, I just want to talk about my favorite franchise of all time that I've loved since I was 6 years old. I became a fan when The Next Generation premiered in September of 1987. I'm 44 now, and just my love of Trek has always been there, since I was really, really little. Alright? So, that's what keeps me coming back here. It's not, again, I could have 200,000 subscribers, I could have 1 subscriber. I wouldn't care one way or another. I would still do these videos because I want to talk about my love of Star Trek with people. That's it. And see what other people may have to say. Quite a lot of videos there are no comments. Nobody's ever said anything. That's fine. When I do get comments, I try to keep up with them as much as I can. So, another thing you're going to notice about my channel is it's nothing fancy. And I actually don't want it to be anything fancy. Would I love to have a nice big animated video that opens the show up or whatever? Sure. I mean, I could get people to do it. I know people who can do it. I just don't need that. I like what I do is I put a picture for Pittsburgh's Trek Chat logo up, and I always change the opening music each episode to have something unique to kind of keep it going. A lot of times I end it with Archer's theme, but a lot of times lately I've been doing it where I just end it with the same music I use to open the videos. So, as much of a Star Trek fan as I am, I'm not very technologically savvy. So, I use a digital camera to film this, and I bought it in 2016 for STL-V50. It still works. And I use a free video editor that I found online. I don't need anything spectacular. Would I like to experiment with it more, maybe do more with transitions, things like that? Sure, absolutely. You know, and that's something that I can teach myself in as time goes on. But it's not a big rush for me. Again, this is just to reach out to Star Trek fans and share my love with other fans. And hopefully get some feedback from that as well. Now, most of the time, I do not do episodes related to Discovery and Strange New Worlds. And I haven't made a secret of it on my channel that I'm not a big fan of either one of those shows. Because they've changed story details in the canon, and the shows don't look like they're supposed to during that era. The uniforms don't look like anything they were supposed to. It pulls me out of the story, so I'm not interested in it. I've watched them. But again, it just doesn't really pique my interest. Now, I may do videos for Strange New World Season 3. We'll see. But other than that, you're not going to see much material about it. I will do reviews for Starfleet Academy, just because it's going to be a brand new series. But most of the time, what I talk about it is the classic Star Trek, from the original series all the way up to Enterprise. And I have talked about Picard. I've talked about Prodigy. I've really enjoyed those shows. I've talked about Lower Decks. I talk a lot about products, like for example, Hallmark ornaments I discuss a lot of times, or the Playmates Toys action figures, or some of the role play products, or even some of the ships. So I talk a lot about that stuff, but I also talk about other fun little things too, like the best Halloween episodes or spookiest episodes. I've talked about how Star Trek fandom and fans dressing up is really no different than watching people who love sports dress up. You know, so right now I have, as of this video, it'll be 117 videos. Please go back. You can rewatch the whole library. It's all on my channel. So if you're very interested in what I kind of do. The other thing that makes my channel different from many others is I'm not going to ask for donations. I'm not going to ask for money. In my real life, I am a licensed clinical social worker in mental health with a private practice. So I have a career that I love. I don't need any money from the people watching this. This is for you guys to enjoy some of what I talk about and maybe contact me about it. One thing I'm really big about on my channel is talking about my childhood and adolescent memories of Star Trek. I tie a lot of events in my life into Star Trek episodes when they first aired. I have a lot of Star Trek episodes that are still on VHS that I recorded when they first came out as brand new episodes. So that's what I want to talk about. You're not going to see me put up some sort of Patreon, or you're not going to see me asking for PayPal or whatever the hell else people use to get money nowadays. I don't want your money. I have a career that I love. This is my hobby. And I want to have fun with it. I want to have fun with all of you. So when you come here, you're getting the real all of me as a Star Trek fan. I don't have anything that I'm going to be asking you for or try to hit you up for. You're safe here. All right? So really, that's all I want to say about Pittsburgh's Trek Chat. I'm going to keep continuing doing videos. Again, if I get one person who watches or I get 100,000 views, I don't care. Anybody that comes on and watches, I appreciate you very, very much. Mouth is dry here. You'll see me with my Pepsi Zero Sugar a lot as well. It's my favorite drink of all time. So, if you like this episode or you have any questions about what I do here on the channel or why I do things the way I do things, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say and I will contact you back. If you want to watch previous episodes of Pittsburgh's Trek Chat, all you have to do is go to youtube.com, type in Pittsburgh's Trek Chat in the search engine, and my channel will pop up. You can watch the whole library there. You can follow the show on Facebook, facebook.com/Pittsburgh's Trek Chat. You can also follow the show on X at PTH Trek Chat. Looking forward to the next episode. Until then, may yins live long and prosper.